Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Livingston again, and for this video that's dedicated to Christmas season 2024 and the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 7th, 1941. I shall be covering the movie Graveyard of the Fireflies, a very sad anime movie that depicts what it was like in Japan during the World War II. And the reason why I want to do it for Christmas is because it's such a quick day for one of his reviews for Christmas I can do. So there. Anyway, this movie is very sad, very tragic, but it has very real possibilities and real teachable moments. Like, for example, I know that during this whole thing shows how the U.S. was firebombing a small city or a town in Japan on the outskirts of the Tokyo or Nagasaki or Osaka or something like that. I don't know exactly where it was, but it was like to show a nice rural area, before the bombing struck, where everyone I know can name Tokyo and maybe Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There are many more places and districts in Japan like Osaka, like Kyoto, the island of Hokkaido, and many others. But this is really nice to see a rural area, not in main cities. Like they did see viewscapes of it, but it was nice to see separately. Kind of like New York, everyone always assumes that New York is one big city, and if you go down south, it is more New York City, like in suburbs. But if you go up north, you got Catskills, you get the Adirondack, you got the Allegheny Plateau, and so on and so forth. So there are cities, but there are also rural areas too. So that's nice. Also, another thing too is that whenever they show the U.S. bombing this countryside, they don't go into the reason why they're attacking the Japanese. And I think they've done that on purpose because they don't want they don't want the boy named Seta to have any mixed emotions as to why his country is losing the war, why this foreign power might have a reason to do it, why with the logic behind it, you don't want to have any cross reasoning for it. And also, the thing is that this could also apply to Japanese schools as well, because I'd be curious to know how Japanese kids are taught about the dog in history. How the war of the aggressors came to be. How everyone started to pick on poor little Japan for whatever reason. Why America decided to throw its children ring in and destroy Japan. Also, it delves into with this stubbornness or nationalistic views that the Japanese Empire is best in the world. That also has something to do with it too. I'll get to that later on too. I used to think that the Italian army, navy, whatever, was the best in the world. Until reality set in, and they realized that in World War II, is you would have Japan fight with Italy, fight with Germany. Italy would probably be the first one to go down, and the other two would fight among themselves for power and influence. So, this is up too. And I know many other Japanese students, or partially Japanese students, who, in America that still think that their culture is the superior one, and that their culture is the best in the world. Which, granted, I feel the same way too, but I think of it like more of an outsider and an insider. Like, I look at all the technological and the scientific and the social breakthroughs that they have over there, and I like it a lot. But someone who was born into the culture, like someone who's partially or fully Japanese, they might view it like like we're superior and that's it. Like I will view myself as Italian, that I'm the superior person, that I'm the superior race or whatnot. I'm the superior nationality. That's not the case, but anyway, that's the way they could view it too. Now, this movie starts out with showing the protagonist, the guy said that is just on a deathbed, which is very rare for a Studio Ghibli movie. The longer movie that's also done up by Disney, because don't forget this movie was made by Studio Ghibli, directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Maybe it's written by him too. But anyway, it's part and parcel to the Disney Corporation, which wanted to extend their reach into Japan. So I guess that the Studio Ghibli is more or less like a Disney corporation in name and function to the Big Mouth in America. So they're like the Japanese equivalent to the American company. And as such, many of the things that hold true for the Disney Corporation stand true for Ghibli, like quality children and entertainment. And following that, I'm really surprised that they would have this movie on Netflix, because as we all know that Disney was part of Netflix until they realized how much of a cash cow online apps and all the other streaming services were fortune, so they wanted their own little piece of the pie. So they broke off from it, from Netflix and all the other places, and they started to make Disney Plus. I think Hulu's on there too. So they tried to. I would imagine that all the Studio Ghibli productions would also be on there, like Oscar, The Valley of the Wind, Spirited Away, other stuff. I don't know completely very offhand, but you know what I mean. So I would think that would just stay off Netflix and be done with it, and just be on the Disney services. But I guess not. I guess we got lucky, got a big surprise, and boy, it was a surprise indeed. Like, yay, they got one of my favorite movies on there, a historical drama about World War II. And so they have to keep dying, breathing it out of breath. So the majority of the movie to the flashback with Sita and and his baby sister Setsuko as they deal with try to alter the mother to get into, and the father got off screen, as well as the locals of Japan in the war. And that's another part too. Now, when it comes to the title of Graveyard of Fireflies, what does this mean in the context of World War II? What does Fireflies have to do with that? What do they have to do with anything to do with the war? Well, two things. Number one deals with the death of bodies and souls, which it's happening. People die left and right, and they go up to heaven or nirvana or whatever you want to believe happens. But there's also another meaning. Graveyard of Firefly means the death of innocence, the death of not caring, not having responsibility, not having a care in the world. But this movie hits you hard with the sacrifice that these two basically children have to go through. Much more Setsuko than Seta, because Seta's on the cusp of being a man. I guess he's 16 or 17, which I don't know what the age of conscription is in the Japanese military, but I'm sure that's pretty close to it. But he's not very, he's not a boy, but he's not very man, really. He makes poor decisions, which in the end cost his sister her life. Very tragic indeed. But anyway, he's a real prideful person in both the Japanese military, because his father is a Navy guy, and in his way is the best way possible for both him and his sister. And damn anybody that says otherwise. So anyway, they have they're all happy and stuff in the beginning of the movie. But after they show him and dying and stuff, he's all happy and gay and all that. But then they also show his mother. And his mother is all happy and pretty and all that, beautiful, and I think she's 30s or something. So anyway, they show her being a loving mother and saying that you're gonna live with a relative. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Then a firebombing attack happens, and you see the mother, her body being in a full body cast, of just viewing her as happy and pretty and all that, needful. But they don't try away from it. They show, they don't show the whole body, but they show her eyes completely burned off, burned the lids off. They show the lips completely burnt and purple, and each of them can barely move around. And so she died suddenly, to the point that Teta has to collect her things, and he's very careful about it. But he doesn't want the little girl Setsuko to realize that her mother died. She's sleeping. So he just collector items with her for her. Without telling the kid that she died. But one thing I don't like about this part is that the doctor said that she finally fell asleep while pain and stuff she enduring. Which, if I had burns like that most of my body, I'd be in a lot of pain too. So, but he said, wake up mother, it's time to eat. It's time to do something. So, that's pretty stupid. Your mother's on the deathbed. You want to give her as much peace as possible. You don't wake her up for that. So then the kid ends up going with, living with a relative of theirs. And the two kids give the ration to the adult. Now, I don't want to waste turns on the kids too. Because, they said that, I cook for you, I do this for you, I do that for you. But you should give me your rations, and then I ration them all with my family I share. Meanwhile, you only get this amount. I don't like that idea. You would think you'd have a little bit more compassion that the kid's brother died, and the kid said that had to bury his mother in a big mass grave, like in Vietnam, like in an unmarked grave, like according to like Buddhist traditions and stuff, with a funeral pyre and all that. Very, very gross stuff. They don't shy away from the violence or anything in the movie, which I personally enjoy, because we gotta show historical realism. We can't just like have someone get shot and then have them transition to a beautiful scene. We have to show the kids what really happened, not to the extent of this movie with graphic nature and stuff. But yeah, I would never show this to a kid ever. So this guy is more of a stubborn teenager than anything else, like a petulant child, more or less. That I know better than you, and I can take care of myself and my sister, which you succeeded. Wrong to think of that, especially when you got a little kid in your care. Now along the way, she also picks up a little rash, and as the toy gets progressively worse, this rash goes from her face to her back to her belly area. And it gets worse and worse every time that we see it. To the point that she dies from internal injuries from malnutrition with this rash on there. So anyway, it showed they showed that they find a little cave and I think it's like a man-made mine area, mine hole, and two of them see if a good duration to where she sees all the fireflies and stuff. And the guy said that had the box full, because if you're gonna have fireflies, what you need like the expensive lanterns for. So she opens it up, and then it's here, the little face light up with joy and innocence as she sees all these fireflies escaping the box. And that's the last part of her innocence they have there. Beforehand, they do a part where they go to the beach together and they have fun there while he collects stuff. something about the food thing, and be political, happy, innocent music too, which is really nice and tender to show that, that even in times of war, they can have fun and enjoy themselves for one last time or twice. It's kind of playful box. Now, when I mentioned about the nationalist pride, it's not so much. It's not like we have here in America, where God bless America, God bless the flag, God bless the president, God bless whatever else we got here. But it's much more than that in Japan. It's more like this whole, their ethnicity, their religion, it's all tied to Japan. Like the whole being, the whole rest, the whole everything is tied up with Japan. So when the country gets into war, then their entire soul, their entire being, their whole everything is put into it. Like we believe that our troops will win. We believe that our men and women fighting are us fighting. So we have to give a whole everything to these people. So when the bomb dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, it wasn't so much the destruction, the death, and all that, and the maiming and stuff that was pointed to them. That also was a very big deal for them, as it would for anybody. But it was just so tragic and so devastating to their national identity and their ethnicity, like that. The entire being was crushed to nothing by it. And this boy, such a little microcosm of the whole idea of that, being stubborn, being prideful, being, my way or the highway type thing. Like, I know better than you do, which he doesn't. So it's all combined too with the fact that the kid's a teenager, so he got all that little teenage angst and not want to look to authority and that kind of thing. So in any case, yes, to go out of the end to home, and they go on their own, and for the time they thought was good, it was sufficient. He got rations from people. He had the shelter there until things got real hard for them. I mean, really hard for them because he got sick. He needed nutrition, and he couldn't provide for that. So, in a very interesting way of swallowing pride and doing everything he can for his little sister, the guy ends up stealing from other people. He steals rice, he steals pots, he steals sugar, I guess yams for sugar. And he just, it's not so much thievery of it all. It's the fact that he had to resort to noble ways to get nutrition for his dying sister. If he had just stayed with the other person, with the aunt, and worked for her, everything would have been better. I'm sure they wouldn't have died. The kid wouldn't have died, and Seta wouldn't die either. But he had to be stubborn about it and prideful in his own things that he could do. shows that if he was an older man, he could probably do it more, but because he's a teenager, he's only got a certain amount of stamina for doing something like that, and strength. So you could see it that in the beginning she wanted piggyback rides because she was tired, and it would be heavy to get to her. But as she got more and more abused, tired, and worn out, you couldn't do it as much as get Setsuko wanted him. You could see that with both him and her. And then eventually, the malnutrition gets so bad that she ends up getting diarrhea for a couple of days there, and gets dehydrated, and she ends up fading away slowly until she ends up dying, and hallucinating and dying. And she even said, she didn't have the word thank you, said that we all. Everyone always assumes that when she said thank you, she's talking about the food that she just received. But we all know the thing is that she's saying thank you, Tata, for everything that you've done for me. In the absence of mom, in the absence of dad, both passed away, whatever. But it's still kind of touching the way they have it, because in the very beginning of the movie, it was like that, present day, which Seta dies. Okay? But then they had the rest of the movie as a flashback of the beginning to the end of the life. Now, it's interesting that they show when you show a little gravestone, a little grave marker for Setsuko, a little burn spot where the kid burned her remains in clothing. And then we're like, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't make an intention side without any rhyme or reason. And the thing is that other kids are just specifically playing around, prancing around that gravesite, around the where it said put a little girl's name in flowers and stuff. That was really touching. They're playing around with it like it's nothing. And the using the survival area as a playground, which is so wrong to this stuff. But they don't know any better. They don't know to forfeit their lives pretty much, and die in the process. But also, I gotta point out the animation in this movie is really good. It's not like you're seeing Dragon Ball Z or say like Animaniacs. It's more grounded in reality, which is a nice touch. It's very realistic, so you can relate to it better. The only thing that's more outlandish is the doll and toys that are present in the movie. And even when the little girl Setsuko is looking at the jewelry for the mother, she's like, why would mommy give me this jewelry? Is she going somewhere? I want to see her. Take me to see my mommy. So she ends up crying when she finds out that the mother died, and she doesn't want the clothes to be sold off for ration money. And that's another reason why she got have, because the boy said, I'll take care of you. We don't need to listen to Miss stuff Japan submit that wants you not to cry for your own mother. Whereas in reality, no, that can be a little annoying. Having a kid always crying for the mother, trying to grow up out of it. I mean, sure, you're gonna miss your mother, but there's a time and place to be sad, avoiding to be sad, too. And she was saying that her kids work hard, and they get little sleep as is, the little fire rate and all the bomb rates and stuff, sirens going off, so there was also a lot of fear in this movie, what's gonna happen next, when will the next plane drop bombs and fire napalm and stuff. So it was very realistic to what under Japan. Again, only focused on the Japanese perspective, not on the American side, not on why they were bombing Japan, why they were bombing the home country. We don't know the reason why. It was because of Pearl Harbor, but they didn't want to say it. They didn't want to infected with other viewpoints. It could also be seen as a propaganda movie, but I don't see it that way. I see it more of what life would have been like in the heart of Japan. They wouldn't see, anything to do with America. They will only see America as an invading country, taking over our culture, taking over our women. We have to stop them at all costs. Our homeland is in danger. Our way of life is in danger. So that's why they did all the kamikaze attacks and so on and so forth. So anyway, they also want to portray Japan as being the provocateur of American aggression, which is true. Everything would come good until they decide to bomb Pearl Harbor. They got a brilliant flash in the idea to bomb Pearl Harbor, not knowing that the Pacific Fleet was also elsewhere, and that it would be shaking the beehive, as it were. A pretty big beehive, actually. So, yeah, with that. So anyway, the girl, Setsuko, is getting progressively worse, and the guy, Setsuko, has to do more desperate things, like when people would go out for bomb raids, they would go to shelters while they were being attacked and stuff, and Setsuko would, like a thief, take the stuff, the food, the pots, the cookery from their houses and bring them to its little shelter there to throw his pride in to become a thief, to survive by thievery, because the rest weren't enough for either of them. As is much the case in war. So anyway, yeah, I love this movie because it's very accurate and it depicts the war in another country, and that meaning that the guy Setsuko had so many options, only so many options to his name that he couldn't really do that much, He couldn't be a superhero and stuff. He tried to save his sister as best he could. He would give her the bigger portions, that kind of thing. Like a real big brother should have. But he was immature in his decisions, and he couldn't handle it. He could barely handle himself a lot longer. Olivia too. So anyway, she died. He felt awful about it, as he should, seeing her motionless there, and shortly thereafter he died too. No, not before we get to like Buddhist cremation. Like I was saying, how to do it properly. Excuse me, but this made really feel sad. It showed that they were devastated. The Japanese war machine died, and so the entire spirit died. It showed massive destruction of the firebombs. It showed people dying in the mass graves. It didn't shy away from it. They were like a thousand Mufasa deaths. I don't want to say I love it, but I do appreciate the movie for sure. All that, we don't really see any of the real nitty-gritty of war, and it was nice to see a more realistic movie that Studio Ghibli made, because anybody can make a movie about like a fantasy, like like my they talked about, or Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, or Ponyo. But it takes real balls to really show what happened in real life in a dark time in history. And thank you for watching my video on Graveyard of the Fireflies. It was very good, very tragic, very realistic. That's well for you. It's not pretty, very ugly. I'm glad that they never actually showed the people in combat. But one thing I noticed that as a subject gets more mature by force in this movie, he goes from a full uniformed cadet just playing army guy, to being the graduate losing his armor and his pride. Kind of like a certain saying. I'm not gonna name no names, but I think you don't want to go with this. Where he ends up struggling around for scraps in the yard, and I really like the way the movie they show a bunch of girls going back to their villa, or whatever you call it, and children going back to the villas. And I love luxury items. Well, across the lake, they have these two people that were the spirits of them going up to heaven or Valhalla or whatever, looking at the view of Tokyo or something or other, and listening to the phonograph of like opera music and stuff, seeing the spirits of both Sasuke and reuniting with themselves in heaven on a ghostly form on earth. And it's very nice to hear them say like, oh, I missed this area, I missed listening to the phonograph. What would be really nice is that they reunited with their parents. We assume that the father died in the war, for sinking of the ship and stuff. But we know for certain that the mother died in the hospital or the school building. So it would be really nice to see them reuniting with their parents. That was kind of a missed opportunity there. But yeah, it was really poignant to see the mother, the one who's the center, is of love, kindness, and giving, choking. And the father, the big tough military man, has off screen, like a no bike, like a cog in the wheel, if you will. So I thank you for watching my video on Review of Fireflies, the deaths of innocents, along with millions of bodies, millions of people. I would like to see a review of Fireflies Part 2 to this. That would be really, really nice. But yeah, very sad, very depressing, but that's what we we're trying to do, right? And I enjoyed the movie. Let me know how you guys think of it. Anyway, I would like to give you yeah, I did it for December of 2024 for winter. Because the other crew did it, I can do it too. Also, I want to, I did this also for the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, the day that would live in infamy. So, I think I did a pretty good job in explaining the movie to you. It was pretty good. I don't like the fact that the kids were disrespectful to the spirits of the people who died there, and making fun of the food there, wherever they eat frogs and whatever. Even though they did say that people that were refugees, they get weird stuff. Anyway, I give this movie my happy pieces because the movie was that good for an anime movie. Even though my dad won't touch it because the cartoon for the most part, it's nice to see that they got adult animation for adult audiences about adult topics like war, death, disease. It was fascinating to see the kids start to go from good to bad to dying of malnutrition, and the fact that there was nothing anybody could do about it. Even the brother and the brother's poor decisions weighed heavily on his conscience. You did this to your own sister because of your own pride and stubbornness. You could make the argument that was also the Japanese people as a whole, or at least the military people in World War II, and probably other wars before that too. But yeah, it was very visceral, very realistic, and a lot like it because of that. So I give me a happy video pool. If you guys like what you see here, and more of my videos, you can always like, comment, and share my videos, or you can subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to give me any future ideas for content, you can always call me or text me at 631-707-3707. You can find me on Twitter or X if you prefer at PNelsonPro. Also, my email is at jjsreviewchannel@gmail.com. So I salute everyone like anime, the documentary too. It was a very sad story about a war movie, and it was very weird the way they only portrayed the Japanese side of things, like events. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls, guys, in the land. Bye.